And we are live. Welcome, everyone. This is your host, Abraham L. Jaguar. I will do a sound check in a few moments. First of all, this channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, Game Master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. A moment, please, while I do the sound check. These ads are taking a while to end. There we go. Sounds good. We are playing Lunacid. In the previous episode, I discovered this huge, like a sea of blood, but I am not sure if I should explore that place or the castle that I found there. I think I will explore the forest. Mm, yes, I think I am properly equipped. So to the forest we go. Forest. I also want to try out my crossbow, the double crossbow. It's those mods, two nagas or whatever they are called. There we go. Because the enemies in the Sea of Blood and the castle, well, I haven't entered the castle yet, so I can only imagine what lies in wait. They are pretty tough, so I think it is a much better idea to go here in the forest and explore a bit. Crossbow is really powerful now that it is leveled up or upgraded rather. Now let's take care of those lunagas or whatever they are called from the windows. Oh, the recoil of the crossbow is pretty strong. Okay, they are gone. I really like it that the forest is so illuminated when compared to the other stages, the other sections. I don't need to constantly have my torch out. I wonder if you can survive the fall. But let's not try it, at least not yet. Because what if you get killed and I lose my progress when it comes to killing those pairs of that pair of Lunagas? Well, a little stool. I like this place. Very moody. Moody and mysterious. It's also pretty creepy how it's completely deserted. Apart from the Beyond Fantasy, welcome. How are you, my friend? Did you do something fun or interesting today? In my case, I'm exploring this abandoned forest. Oh, what's up? Oh, many souls have tried and failed to climb the branches into the outworld. But what if the answer lay below? The answers lay below. I guess I'll have to descend. Ooh, ooh. Ah, welcome, Drokag. Oh, there's a little balcony to jump. I could choose to keep on going down through the branches or the balcony. The balcony it is. Oop. Hmm. Oh, what's this? Blood drain. New spell. I just got back from the depths of shores. Ah, by the way, Beyond Fantasy, I hope you're still running that. Uh, what was the name? Souls Mark? The one that is the Dark Souls tabletop RPG, but using the Mark Borg system. Yes, that one. I hope you're still running it. I wonder, Blood Drain. Let's see. A simple form of blood magic. Rather than hurting one's enemies, it simply sprays them with blood. What? Mark's Gel. Ah, that one. Yeah. Mark's Gel. Awesome. Yes, Drillcag. There's actually, I don't know if you know about it, but there is a tabletop RPG known as Mark Vorg. And Beyond Fantasy is the game master running a game of Mark's Gile. It's pretty much Dark Souls tabletop RPG format. Really cool game. And pick up the mushrooms. I could go down, but. And yes, I'm going down. No, nothing here. Ah, yes. Praying Angel? What a weird name. We are getting ready to do ECD6 and Ember. Once the Crucible Alpha rolls around, we are switching from Dungeons and Dragons 5e to Crucible. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Yes, a lot of people prefer those variations of Dark Souls when they prefer them to the official Dark Souls tabletop RPG. I really like it. Of course, you can tell from my bookshelf that I really like the tabletop RPG, the official Dark Souls tabletop RPG. But some others prefer the other versions, mostly because the initial launch was a mess. But after they fixed it, I think it's okay. Basically, a somewhat heavily modified version of Dungeons and Dragons 5e. Although it didn't help that some of the enemies are just complete reskins of typical Dungeons and Dragons 5e monsters. Artorias is pretty much, I think it was the Marilith. They just took the Marilith from Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition and named it Artorias. Pretty ridiculous. I would expect to find more reagents for alchemy here, but the mushrooms, you cannot pick them up. You try to pick up the flowers or cut them, and no. Oh, a little rabbit. A little rabbit. Is it a killer rabbit? Is it a Monty Python rabbit? And more, let's see. Beyond Fantasy says Mark's Jarl has one of the best player and game master sections I've seen, and it's less than 5 paragraphs. I agree. I haven't played the official Dark Souls tabletop RPG, and Drillcack says, seems like Dungeons and Dragons 5e is the go-to for adapting games. Secret Worlds TTRPG uses it too. And because everybody... oh no. Oh no. They are hostile. They are hostile. I thought they were good. Oh, they're not good. They just look pretty, but they are deadly. Whoa. There we go. Yes, because of the whole so many circumstances, right? When the entire let's say virus craziness happened a couple 2 or 3 years back, everybody started to play Dungeons and Dragons 5e because they couldn't leave their hopes depending on the situation, right? So they ended up stuck playing Dungeons and Dragons online, and that's why it became so popular. And so if you want to adapt make a tabletop RPG out of an official a license, an official license or whatever, you usually employ 5e because everybody knows how to play it. Almost everybody. Well, the rabbits are good. They don't try to murder you, at least. Roll 20 blew up then. That's here. Roll 20. Let's see. Wasn't Secret World also an MMO? Yes. Yes, Beyond Fantasy. It was also an MMORPG at one point. You had to do these puzzles, researching stuff on Google using Google Maps, for what I remember. From what I remember, It was an in fact, Drelka had his guild, his group, play that MMORPG. Yeah, it's still running, but no new content, just repeating seasonal events. hmm I actually like 5e Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, but it was the victim of so many political things. Right now, everybody hates Wizards of the Coast, but the system itself, I really like it. I suck at puzzles. Yeah, and it also depends on the difficulty of the puzzles. I remember that in many survival horror RPGs, like Silent Hill 2, you could switch the difficulty. Was it 2 or 3? I don't remember, but you could adjust the difficulty of the puzzles. In other games, they also ask you, oh, do you want to lower the difficulty? Because it can get annoying for some people when they get stuck. What's going on with Wizards? Well, the thing with Wizards is that the woke took over, and now they started to say so many crazy things. First, they painted the orcs as Mexicans. Being as a Mexican, I find it funny. They started to paint the orcs as Mexicans. Then they said that the orcs were like black people, and that you were racist if you disliked orcs. You were racist because they are basically black people. They also started to add woke art everywhere. In the one of the core books, the fourth core book, Tasha, Tasha's Cauldron. I don't remember if it's the fourth or the fifth. You have basically like a bunch of gay wizards, and they tell you wizard boyfriends relaxing after a day of practicing or something. So they started to force so many things, and that's why everybody hates wizards. Secret World has the best puzzles. They made real websites out of game. You had to look into and figure out puzzles or translate Morse code, that kind of stuff. That sounds great. So an augmented reality sort of thing, right? That sounds really cool. And don't get me wrong, I think that when it comes to lesbians and well, gay and all that in games, they have their place if the game has to do with that. For example, I have one of my favorite tabletop RPGs is Heroines of the Lost Age, and in that setting, you don't have there are no men. Men do not exist, so it makes sense introducing the elfin bow. It makes sense that if there are no men, or they're like non-existent, almost non-existent, that they would have like gays, right? They're like woke couples and such. But in other games, why do you force them like that? It wasn't like the norm, and it makes sense because imagine your average setting, And YouTube, this is all science fiction. But imagine your average setting. If you only had gay, you only had like gay couples, they will become extinct. There wouldn't be any breeding unless it was forced or via cloning or lab or something. So when they force it, it ruins it for everybody. I think I like the bow better than the crossbow. Perhaps, maybe. Could it be that it's more potent? No, it's not more potent. I think let's see if we can level it up. Let's see. No. So what's the advantage over the double crossbow? It is faster. I see. It is faster. More little bunnies. I don't want to kill the little bunnies because they're harmless. Are the green ones harmless as well? Are you harmless? Yes. Yes, in Heroines of the Lost Age, it's a very weird way of reproducing. They basically, when two female characters love each other very much, they like join their souls together, and from out of the sky, this thunderstorm happens and an egg falls. That's how people are born in that crazy setting. But I really like it because of the anime tropes, the ways you can create any sort of like a monster girl. It's pretty much a monster girl type of game. Oh, the evil. Are you able to? Yes, it is. It is evil. It's an evil Yaku. Oh, Final Fantasy 11 Galka was a trip. Oh yeah, yeah, because they are genderless, right? And how did the Galka reproduce? That's true. How did they reproduce Brokak, the Galka? I don't remember. I wish they kept them being asexual. Yes, that's a cool feature, right? It's kind of like a weird species and not typical. But yes, I don't think I remember how they managed to give birth. They just reincarnated. Ah, okay, okay, okay. So there was always a set number of Galka. They kept some memories and stuff. Hmm. And there is a tabletop RPG called the Elf King role-playing game, and while they are not asexual, the children of the elves they also come back with a bit of their memories. Although it is heavily inspired in Michael Moorcock's the Elric saga. Are you familiar with Elric Drelkag? That's an amazing saga, incredible saga. It has some moments that like any fantasy saga, it is not perfect. But if you're looking for one of the thing that started it all when it comes to sword and sorcery magic, all right, beyond fantasy. Mabinogi has elves that all share knowledge and stuff. Never heard of it. Okay, well, it's from the time of Conan. Did you see like the great names of sword and sorcery? You have Conan, you have Red Sonja, Solomon Kane. Well, Elric. But that book, I bet you have seen many of these types of heroes in The Witcher, in Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen, in Dark Snyder, the Bastard anime. All of those characters have something in common. They are albinos with long hair that are great at fighting up close and with magic, and some of them rely on potions, mushrooms, herbs. That's Elric. Elric is the guy that started it all. They announced Conan for Mortal Kombat today. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a shame because I'm not. Uh, I don't feel very encouraged to play Mortal Kombat. But Conan, I am a huge, tremendous Conan fan. So it's a disappointment. I would almost buy it just because of Conan. Almost. Although when it comes to the Schwarzenegger film, I like it, but it's not like the real Conan. If you want to see what Conan is really about, you need to read the books. It's more like a Celtic hero, and Schwarzenegger, the Schwarzenegger version, is more like a Germanic type of character. Same, me and some buddies run a permanent exile server. Ah, I never played that one. Is it good or is it normal? Because I've heard like mixed opinions about Conan Exiles. Like, oh, it's good, it's bad. But never really got into it. I did see some ads for it because I have the entire collection of the tabletop RPG of Conan. So sometimes you get those ads, those books like, oh, play now you can enjoy Conan Exiles. I love it personally. Lots of freedom in it. Lots of RP mods and stuff. Is that the game where you can build like a stronghold? That you can build your stronghold and have a bit like a how would you say, not survival, but some civilization building aspects. Because that sounds cool. If you can build like your stronghold, yeah. Ah, okay, that's the one. In the Elric saga that I was telling you about, there is a really funny part. Well, funny and how you say worrisome, disturbing. This that saga has a lot to do with Elric interacting with gods, demons, devils, with beings that have seen the birds of worlds, deaths and birds. You get trolls and throw them on the wheel to break them. I see. And Elric encountered this being that supposedly existed beyond time and space. One of those beings that who knows how long it has been existing, right? And Elric is pretty much telling him, but tell me, who created this? Why is there good and evil? Why is there chaos and order, light and darkness? Who created the worlds? And he starts like throwing this barrage of existential questions to the guy. And the guy, and remember, this is a being, an entity that has seen the deaths and births of many worlds. And he tells Eric, well, I'm not sure. If you ever find out about that, if you ever discover the truth about existence, please let me know. Because I don't know either. I'm in the same boat as you, just as you. And I thought that was disturbing and hilarious at the same time. Uh, yeah. Oh no. And Elric, also again, another. Have you seen the movie Dogma? Dogma. No, no. What is it? What is that movie, Drolka? Tell me. Sounds interesting, just by the name. Dogma. No, I don't think I have. What is it about? It's probably a very dogmatic film. Perhaps horror movie? Oh, I just circled around the tree. Perhaps I have explored the forest completely? Hmm, I guess I have, or at least this section. So what I am going to do, it's a funny movie about angels and demons, but they ask God the meaning of life, and she's a she, and she just makes this weird noise. Well, that sounds um, authentically funny. It sounds like something I would imagine God to do. It's like that joke, right? When there was this black guy, and he was having a conversation with God and told God, "Hey, Lord, why did you paint me with darker skin?" And God said, "Because you need to protect yourself because of the harsh sun. You're constantly exposed to the harsh sun, and but my Lord, and why do I have like a short curly hair?" Well, it's because that way it won't get tangled as you move through to the jungle, the trees. They won't, your hair won't get tangled in the branches. And then he was like, but Lord, I'm living in Connecticut. I spend all of my life inside of an office. Yeah, so yeah, it reminds me of those sorts of things. Oh, it's so dark here. Oh, looks like a dangerous area. Connecticut. They always mention Connecticut. I think there was another like a Power Rangers sketch when they call all of the Power Rangers, and after they finish being summoned, Sordon returns them to their places, right? And he returns the black guy to Africa, and he's like, "I'm from Connecticut." Why do they use Connecticut? Are there only like a lot of black guys in Connecticut? I don't get it. The grub has to cook a bit more. What are you eating, Beyond Fantasy? Oh, there's a hole. Could go down there, but let's explore the upper part first. The music here is pretty cool. Oh no, what is that? Oh, it's a carnivorous plant. I knew it. And it walks. Dried apples, haha. In an air fryer. Ah, I've never used an air fryer. I should try it. But dried apples, they are delicious. Just had some oranges. Oranges are really good, and they help against so many diseases. For example, if you have dengue, the oranges help you build those last plaques. So oranges, super healthy. I never tried them, but some people like roasting oranges. I never tried those. I'll have to try that one of these days. Same, I was looking at one the other day. A book. My downward journey through the roots is taking its toll. Although the roots are free of the paralytic ooze, the upward branches have. I am wary of these aggressive sproutlings. Uh, no, aggressive sproutlings. What? These things? Well, they're not so aggressive. Maybe, no, they probably. Maybe they open later on. They look like alien eggs, like xenomorph eggs. I feel like a facehugger is going to jump out any moment. Better leave that alone. And there's this one blocking the way. Out of the way. Out of the way. And it looks like I cannot hurt them. Perhaps with the elbow? With the elbow, with the bow? No. Such a weird forest. With my spell. Flame lands. No. Yeah, they have to open later. Mm-hmm. Then I guess I'll drop down the... Oh! Oh! Almost bumped into one of those. Ah, getting stuck. Oh, there we go. So there's more to explore over here. Here it is. Oh no. Yes. All right. For a moment I thought that perhaps it was an endless pit. But it's safe enough. Ah, by the way, tomorrow there's going to be a new Metroidvania coming out. What was the name? Elder Magnolia? Elder Magnolia or something, but it's supposed to be one of the big hits of 2025. You already see the reviews like, wow, the first big hit of 2025, Elder Magnolia. I think it's Elder Magnolia. Well, there's something like that. So I'm really interested because it's not that expensive. It's only 200, well, in my case, 200 Mexican pesos, which should be about like $10, right? So I'm intrigued. I am picked as a fan of Metroidvania games. Oh, what is that? What? I heard that sound. Ah, another plant. Evil plant. Oh, evil plant that shoots. Neptune. Better use my ghost light because I can't see anything. There we go. And Neptune has died. Neptune. Nepu. Like that meme, right? From the Neptunia games. Nep, nep, nep. That game, that funny video where there's this guy playing Call of Duty using the Nepu with a soundboard. Hilarious. It's $20 for you? Wow, incredible. Why is it so cheap for Mexicans? Ah, no, that doesn't make sense. Well, I guess it depends on the part of the world, right, where you live. Because sometimes it happens to me. Sometimes I remember one of my friends in Steam. She gave me a game a long time ago, and I was like, "Oh, I want to give you a game as thanks." And I tried that, and I couldn't. So Steam has some weird things when it comes to pricing, depending on the country. It says something like you cannot gift for someone from outside your country, or I don't remember. It was something very weird. It was like 5 years ago that happened. I don't know if things remain the same when it comes to gifting, but you basically had to be a country that had more expensive prices, that is, where you are charged more for the games in order to give them. Back then, it was like that. Another plan. Is Blockbuster Tabletop RPG as has their official OST available on their site? It's free or you can purchase it. Ah, that's great to know. Oh, Beyond Fantasy. I really find the concept that you mentioned of that game of the worms that eat time and space very interesting. Like they eat the past or something, like the worms. It's something weird like time or space. They charged the American price last game. I gifted lol. Mm. Oh, so I gotta take that into account. It would be great. It would be great if it was the same price for everybody, but I guess it has to do with taxes, most likely. And I bet that if they apply the same price to everybody, well, some people would complain that, oh no, my country is poor, I cannot afford that. It would definitely be my case. Mexico is not poor, but it is not exactly like the richest country either. So the prices would be a bit too high, probably. Oh, can I reach the vines? No. Regional pricing is a nice thing, yeah. Except for Australians. For some reason, Australia has the most awful prices. I've seen so many videos and heard from some Australians as well that I've encountered throughout the years that everything over there is like, crazy expensive. Eh, Like madness, pure madness on how expensive things are. I also seen some else get screwed. Japan as well. There are a lot of uh, funny videos in Spanish that are titled VTuber finds out that in Mexico you buy fruit and vegetables by the by the kilogram, by the kilo instead of the piece, and they go nuts. They are like, what? They charge 210 yen for a glass of orange juice or something. Ah, yes, Beyond Fantasy. Tell us about Slug Blaster again. Rolkag is not familiar with that one. It's a tabletop RPG, but it's very weird. It has these worms that eat time and space or something, if I remember correctly. But that's about what I remember. So Beyond Fantasy, if you're still there, if you're not eating, please enlighten us. Japan is in bad shape too. Their pay hasn't changed for 20 years. But inflation only going up. No wonder there are many people that unlive themselves. At one time, right, they were like the one of the top 5 places where people unlive themselves. Right now, the first place is a place in Africa, if I remember correctly, and the second place is in Russia. But yes, Japan has been suffering quite a bit. The people need to do something. They need to wake up. Wow! There was a trap. Germany passed them up. Wow, really? Wow. Oh. Our biggest economy after USA and China. I've met some cool German people, not unaliving. Uh, some cool German people, but they are still and some bad ones as well. The good ones tell me that they still have that problem, a lot of division caused by politics. Slug Blaster, Rick and Morty meets skateboarding. You are a teenage skateboarder. A Slug Blaster. Skateboards, okay. You use your Slug Blaster to travel to other dimensions and skateboard on your hoverboard. Hmm. So it also depends on your style. Like, for example, you can have someone could have a skateboard and another a hoverboard because that's cool. It reminds me of Summon Skate. Summon Skate, you also have like you can choose to use a skateboard or a um, rollerblades. You can even use wheelchairs in Summon Skate. Never seen the show, but everyone knows about it. Rick and Morty, I've also only seen a few of in fact, that's partly how I got my name of El Jaguar. Relcag, search Google Rick and Morty, El Jaguar, El Jaguar, El Jaguar, and they say I'm like that guy. I can see why, not exactly right, but I can see why they would make the comparison. So I decided to stick with that. Well, El Jaguar, okay. There are no stats or skills. It uses a modified version of the Blades in the Dark system. It has a ton of factions. There are hoverboards, rollerblades, and even katana. Yeah, that's where I got the El Jaguar thing. Blockbuster sounds really cool beyond fantasy. And a ton of modifiable items. just by the fact that you can use a skateboard and hoverboard and you can modify your items, customize your weapons. Sounds really cool. Oh, enemy. Ah, my ghost light went off, so time to activate it again. There we go. Oof! I like modern games with sci-fi twists like that. Ah, the when beyond. Let's see. Oh, and there are character arcs. It's a part of the game mechanics. So I imagine that you level up if you complete your arcs beyond fantasy or something like that. I like it when they do that, when they have like that character development unrelated to battle, and you obtain bonuses, level ups, and perks and other stuff because you were true to the background story, you pursued the character's goals, etc. I keep thinking about Summon Skate, which is like I said, you also use vehicles, but that one's pretty much Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Using roller blades and skateboards, wheelchairs. This is no joke. You can actually play the combat wheelchair situation that was so infamous in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Can actually happen there. I'll have to look at that part. Haha. I know character level up individually. Ah, okay. But Summon Skate is very weird to play. You mostly level up by taking risks. I see. I see. In Summon Skate, you have to draw with colored pencils on a grid to see more or less. You're basically creating lines. They almost look like figure skating, and depending on the figures that you trace with your skateboard, hoverboard, wheelchair, you summon some sort of demon, angel, monster, fairy to assist you in battle. And it's quite Lovecraftian. You fight pretty much Lovecraftian entities. Nice, they are having representation like that. 14 has a character in a wheelchair. Turn back. Nothing but darkness ahead. I can see. Pretty dark. But when it comes to representation, I think that as long as it makes sense, because the absurdity of Dungeons and Dragons, they started to say that adventurers should have wheelchairs, but unless you have a magical wheelchair that floats, that becomes small, that does a lot of things, you won't survive a dungeon with a wheelchair. There is no way. And the go Clulu Shredder in attack mode. That's a good way of putting it, yeah. In they got so ridiculous to the point of saying that they should have added ramps in the dungeons so that the guys in the wheelchair could enter the dungeon. Can you imagine if you're a villain, if you're a monster, why would you make it easy for the adventurers to invade your fortress? The dude in 14 had a leg blown off, so yeah. Okay, Beyond Fantasy. And or like the X-Men, right? Xavier is constantly in the X-Men cartoon, the X-Men 94. Well, before that, Xavier had his like floating wheelchair. Want a guy with a wheelchair? Give him a floating wheelchair. Problem solved. Hover chair or whatever. No wheels, rather like a hover chair. Problem solved. But it also begs the question. That's another thing that they got into arguments. That in a world with magic, regeneration, magical potions, if you had like some handicap, because that is actually what it is, you need a wheelchair in order to move. If you had that, and you had a spell that healed your legs, your spinal cord, or whatever, you would use it immediately. You will search for it. You would drink the potion. You would use the magical artifact in order to restore the functionality. So it's absurd how they try to push that the combat wheelchair. Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, this is a new area. Came back haunted? The catacombs. That sounds like a dangerous area. The catacombs. It has no logic, like in Final Fantasy games. Why can't you use a Phoenix Down unless they die in a cutscene? Yeah, I guess they have to make it clear that the Phoenix Down is not really to revive the character, but to like smelling salts or something. Because otherwise, exactly, it doesn't make sense. They kill Aerith in Final Fantasy 7. Sephiroth kills Aerith. Quickly use a Phoenix Down. Oh well. I'm getting Ringu flashbacks. Ringu, Tadaku, are you down here? Or Samara? Oh, you can break this, right? No? There we go. I don't think the bow is going to be useful here. So I'm switching to my other weapon. The axe. The battle axe. Hmm. Oh, a coffin in the catacombs. What's this? I thought you could read it. By the way, Drillcag, you have seen those videos about catacombs, right? About who put all of those bones down there? And why are there catacombs under each church? Who does that? Like they said in the video in my lunch break, my lunch break channel. He says, if you had a Walmart and the Walmart suddenly decided to make arrangements with bones under their store in their basement, would people see it normal? That is that is twisted. Absolutely twisted. I personally wouldn't want my bones used as art props. Of graves. And this is either French times. French times. French times indeed. There should be a save point. The first thing to do in any... Oh no, what is that sound? I heard something. Like a crazy zombie. If you're down in the catacombs and you hear a scream, it's never a good thing. Never. Ooh. I am liking this level a lot because of how disturbing it is. It is dark. And no enemies in sight. You cannot predict what is going to happen. Oh no, no. And it says here, light the three fires of Prometheus, only then shall vision be restored. Could be the elder being in those catacombs, exactly beyond fantasy. It's like that story from H.P. Lovecraft, one of the Randolph Carter stories, where his friend goes down into the catacombs, and he never comes back, but he can hear this, like, gurgling sound on the other side of the machine they're using to communicate, telling that his friend has died, like something ate him. Entrance to the catacombs. But instead of using the entrance, I'm looking for the saving point. Save point, where are you? Oh fuck! You see that? So something is attacking me. What? There's something. There's something here. No, something is chanting and throwing stuff. Oh, I don't see anything here. Where is it? Oh, Ambient Fantasy says, oh, another thing about Slug Blaster. There are giant centipedes that devour your future. So that was it. That was the thing that I was forgetting. Centipedes that devour your future. Incredible. So that means if you do some fortune telling, they devour your your good fortune. Well, you see, like, oh, it says here that I am going to live happily with money and love it. The centipede comes. Oh, skeleton! Don't scare me, skeleton. And the centipedes devour the future. Entrance. We keep saying entrance. Oh, I can hear the sound of ooh, bones. Skeleton. Bad skeleton. You're now on fire, skeleton. Ow, ow, ow. On fire. Big gun. Big gun. Oh, it's still coming. Headless skeleton. Ah, there we go. Oh. That surprised me a bit. Well, as you should expect skeletons in the catacombs, right? Commoner crypts, peasant graves. Oh, where are the graves of the nobility? I'm not mixing with the peasants, with the filthy peasants. Future Abraham. Get that skeleton, yeah. In one of the Shin Megami Tensei games, Digital Devil Saga, there is this really cool thing about a cat. I don't know if you have played that RPG, but there is this black cat that is following you. And sometimes it gives you advice. And if I remember correctly, it turns out that black cat is your future self transformed. It's you from the future, basically communicating with you. But it was you all along. You were that cat. Very weird. I'm just looking for the saving point. But I don't think it's in this direction. I'm going to check out the place where I was getting attacked by some unseen force. And this is old school. Here you don't have a map. I have brought my graph paper to make a map, but as a seasoned dungeon explorer, I think I can manage. Oh, I can jump! Over here! Ah, no. Over here! Maybe if I stand on top of this. Oh! No. Oh! When I become elderly, I too want to become a cat. Yeah, that's the dream. That is the dream. I want to become a Jaguar. Some of the Shin Megami Tensei games are really good, but that is the story, the style. Try a spell. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe, right? Maybe there is a spell to turn you into a Jaguar. But when it comes to Shin Megami Tensei, you need to grind so much. That's a bit annoying for me. You have to fight who knows how many random battles in order to level up. Otherwise, you won't make it through. Bell jump, rocket jump technique. That actually makes me think. I have a spell to rush. What is this? So it's up over here. It came from here, right? Ah, it's that thing. No. What is that? Is it that? No. Get attacked by ghosts. That whole thingy. Yes, because it's something up here. Uh-huh. It's lens glare, the enemy. Attack the lens glare. Very weird. And I'm just looking for the saving point. The save point and no dice. Let's go down here. Across. Another open crypt. Well, I am desecrating all of the crypts, but finding nothing inside of worth. I see that the job of something. I see it's there. It's amigo. Lovecraftian. Lovecraftian, but weird. I cannot see it. It's something invisible here. Look. No, amigo, no. Amigo, go away. Amigo, go away. Survey banner. Yeah, survey banner. That's not useful against an invisible amigo. I never would have expected amigo these places, this sort of place, because the amigo are pretty much always in a spaceship or in forests. Entrance. No. I want the saving point. Save point. Where are you? Save point. Do not abandon me. I'll go down here. This is close to the door that I used to enter the place. Ah, because I dropped. Oh no. I just realized that I dropped down here. And I cannot get out at all until I find some other way. I was just thinking, well, I just have to return and use the door. Candle! There's light! There is light. I see. Oh, it's the same place. Light the three fires of Prometheus. Step brother, I am stuck. I don't recognize that meme. Where is it from? Oh no. I'm guessing I am getting followed by Migo. By Migo everywhere. Oh, you can jump there. See that obelisk? Try lighting it. Which one? Where is it? Oh no, don't corrupt your search history with it. Oh no. I can see the obelisk. Where is it, Beyond Fantasy? Guide me. Guide me to the obelisk. Where is the obelisk? You don't mean to say this, right? Because this is a sign. Or did you see something that I missed? By the blue thing. Ah, yeah, no, that's a sign, yeah. Oh. I still can't jump over here. I think the Migo are the ones that are making that sound, which is weird because the Migo cannot produce human sounds unless they have a head. They usually steal the heads and hands of people. They attach them to their bodies and they use those to communicate. But this Migo was completely invisible, and no sign of a floating head Floating human head or something. Oh, more light. Let's follow the path of lights. Noble crypts. Oh, these are my crypts. Of course. But let's go over here first. And because they are noble crypts, they could be filled with traps. I hope these candles guide me to the save point. Oh. Oh, invisible Migo. There are invisible Migo everywhere. Ah, what is that? Two candles, two candles. Looks important. Oh no. Oh no, I have profaned. I have, Can I attack this? I am a grave desecrator. Nothing here. That guy, help me! Help me, that guy. I don't know what to do. Ah, there's Amigo in this room, in this very room. I guess I'll have to go down into the noble crypts. I feel like we missed a safe point somewhere. It's been forever. Yeah, I think I'm going to move to reach the other safe point. I can't open this. No. Are these the fires that I need to light? No. So we probably missed the saving point, the save point, and I need to find the next one. These games that do not give you like an auto map feature will allow you to drop something like breadcrumbs or objects. This looks like a weird ritual area. Into the noble crypts we shall descend. Noble crypts. Oh no. What is that sound? Another invisible Migo? We go deeper. Some weird moon altar. Ah. Oh! Another altar. Nothing here. Ah. I'm doing a pretty good job at avoiding the Migo, considering I can't see them. There we go! Ah no, crystal shard. Well, now in case of an emergency, I can use the crystal shard to return to the save point, but I don't want to return just yet. What is this? Use! Oh, what the first painting? Oh! No. There we go. I'm setting you on fire. I'll set you on fire. Oh. No, no, chains? What is going on? Oh! I can't attack when I am chained like this. Call the Forest Temple vibes. Oh. There we go. Painting destroyed. Oh! Ah. Getting destroyed by the Migo. So that's one of the fires of Prometheus. I just need to light 3 more. And I'm guessing that when I light 3 more of them, then I will be able to see the Migo. Most likely. There's painting! I think that if you touch one of those blue flames, it's when it's oh, no. I see. It's when it emits that like a purplish smoke when it curses you. Oh no! Cursed! No. Oh, there was a hole in the wall back there. I'll check it out. As soon as I can attack again. Need to get rid of this painting. Oh. Ah. There we go. Oh. Ah. A hole in the wall. Ah. Got stuck with the Migo. The Migo's not letting me in. Not letting me out. Oh no. Migo, go away. Now where is that hole? I don't see it. I guess it's too late now to look for the hole. Another painting. No, wait. This place is filled with paintings. Ah, complete darkness. Complete darkness, can't see anything. Come on, I need to. This effect should go away in a few moments, but it is super difficult to touch. Well, being blind, my Dark Souls hidden wall senses are tingling. Huh? Ah. Come on, come on. There we go. Evil painting from hell. I shall kill you with my axe. With my axe. Axe. There we go. Off. The Migo. No effect. The Migo are not. This place is cursed. It is insane. This is the. It was my favorite level when I first got into it. But after all of this, I don't like it anymore. Ah. No, wait. You know what? I am using the crystal shard. I said I am using the crystal shard. Oof. Oh. Safety. Safe. That was insane. Well, at least I can level up. Let's see. 1 point in. Let's use Dex. Quite a bit of Dex because I want to jump to reach those places. Strength. Defense. Or Dex. Yes. Done. Finish leveling. Level up. So we are saving the game. This is going to be it for Lunacid for tonight. In less than 20 minutes, I'm going to be streaming Eternites, Finding Love at the End of the World. Thank you, Relcag, thank you Beyond Fantasy for being here, and thanks to everyone else. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. Anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member, using the super thanks button, like, subscribe. Take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar. And remember, level up in game and level up in life. Once again, thank you and see you in less than 20 minutes.